How are you all doing out there? What is going on, Zacharoo? there, there may be a day when that joke gets old. Today is not that day, my friends. Today is not that day. How are you all doing, man? It is Wednesday the 22nd. This is a big week in MCoC. We got Korg here. We got Korg, man. The Coliseum. And then, unfortunately, for those who don't know, and that's why I'm saying it nice and early here, man. Make sure you all are following me on Twitch. Today, we're on YouTube. When it's an event, when something like this, I'll definitely still be streaming on YouTube. But I think for the day in, day out streams that I enjoy doing, I think unfortunately we're gonna have to transfer those over to Twitch, as I do try to, take care of my YouTube channel, those sorts of things. Kabam has shifted so much of the stream viewing and a lot of viewing in general over to the Twitch side. So I really want to protect the videos, the effort and time that goes into them. And it sucks. I've really tried not to do this, but I am aware of how much, my videos are being pushed out and things like that. And I've worked pretty hard on them, so I would like people to be able to see them. So I hope you do understand. I'm saying that nice and early. Follow me on the Twitch side is Vega Prime, just regular old Vega Prime. Yeah, just Vega Prime. And we'll be able to do that. But like if it's an event like this, we'll, or a sale or something like that. Kabam has a couple of those every once in a while. I know you're shocked. You're shocked to hear that information, but it is true. It is accurate. We'll of course still stream it on Twitch and on the old YouTubes. What's up, K96? How you doing, man? Never be bored of that. What's up, Mr. Monsoon and Zachary? The back, dude, honestly, it is better than it was on Monday. It is not good. It is far from good. This happens to me a lot, man. I think it's because it happens to me a lot when we're about to head out on vacations, which I should also mention. I'm going to be heading out on vacation here tomorrow. I will be back for like 1 or 2 days, I think it is. But it's going to be about 3 weeks. I'll be gone for about, I think, 2.5 to 3 weeks. I've got videos lined up, been working really hard on it. I think that's part of why, my back ends up getting hurt and stuff, as I'm trying to, get my real job done. And then of course, working on videos and things like that. But we got a ton of videos going. Some of you, I know we've talked about this as well too. I appreciate all the support and I appreciate you guys being really understanding on this stuff. The spreadsheet will be returning to the tier list. I already actually uploaded it in the Battlegrounds. The videos actually had a very high likes ratio, a lot of subscribers, a lot of you hitting like, which I really do appreciate. And so it really has something to do with like the irate comments. What it is like, I'm making that video yesterday about the game. I was just like, these people are watching these videos because they probably found my videos because of the game MCoC. And the game just has so many hoops and tricks and monetization, all this stuff. Like, I understand why people think that's what I'm doing, even though it's very obvious that I'm not. I'm not trying to gatekeep the tier list. The website I'm having built just isn't ready. And so until the website's ready, I'll just put this the spreadsheet in there. I would really appreciate if you guys hit like and subscribe and all those things. Make comments. That is really helpful and will help kind of counterbalance the people that show up and just want the spreadsheet and leave. Don't hit like or subscribe or comment or anything like that. But that's the game we play with the algorithm. We are on YouTube. So 301 points is still not top one. What is this? Is that the poker mode? I'm gonna warm up just by doing some arena here. We got, it's only 10 minutes, so we'll just do some arena, so I don't even really have to pay attention. And then if we get through Korg relatively quickly, we'll jump over and do a little bit of the poker, man. Yo, Duff, what's up, dude? The green. What's up, dude? I think DC KO's Kabam or Kabam will be forced to get good. Yeah, dude. I mean, my hope is that it's one of those things where like competition means that us players get the best. That's the hope there. Is that a little bit of competition means that like it can't just be like I don't want to crap on MCoC. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping that what it does is it creates awesomeness for us players, and then we just play both games and have a wonderful time. That is my strong hope and desire. Feel that at the Jerry actually just went through up my back, dude. Yeah, it's wild, man. Obviously, the older you get, I think the more likely you're to have back issues. But I did have them even when I was young. In fact, one of my kids is actually she's grown quite a bit lately. She's going through that stage, and her back was kind of bugging her the other day. And I was like, actually, when I was in 7th and 8th grade, and then a little bit into freshman year of high school, I actually had back spasms. I would get back spasms, and the reason I remember it so vividly is because I was playing sports, and so like I'd have to like come out of games or just like you know, try to get that handled. So yeah. What's up? Sometimes, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Have a great week. You too. Thank you so much for stopping by. That was very kind of you. Sneaky, hope you're back soon. Thank you very much, y'all. You guys are awesome. Do I think it's worth spending 10k units to get the final 2 deathless pieces I need? I assume that is for Thanos. That's fun. That's fun. That was a good time right there. Yeah, man, if you've got the units and all that, I think it is probably worth it, especially if you've done all the work so far to get to where you've gotten. I don't know why I'm trying to play this properly. Yeah, you might as well go for it, dude. You know, like, I think so many of us are concerned about holding on to our units in the anticipation of Banquet being, you know, stellar and amazing. And one of the things I just kind of just try to remind people is that, yeah, it might be, but like last year or 2 years ago, man, the parry game on this launch is really strong. He is excellent. 2 years ago, people were very upset with Banquet. So we just don't know what we're going to get. Deathless Thanos is arguably the best Cosmic in the game, arguably the best champion in the game. So if you're truly that close to getting him, and you happen to have the units on hand, I would go for it and get it, man. Yes, Poker, I can't stop gambling. I just want to scream. It's... I listen, at least I like the fact that Kabam's just finally like, let's just actually put a poker mode in the game. They're like, well, they're already gambling the whole time. I know. Let's just totally pierce that veil. Let's stop hiding. Hey, what's up, Maddie? How you doing, dude? Oh, no. Yeah, you got it, Sneaky. Taryn 1010, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I think I actually gave him too much power again. Let's just throw this. It is pretty wild in an arena, man. Outside of some very specific matchups, it kind of feels like you can just kind of do whatever the hell you want. I think the phrase is competition drives innovation, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I just have heard Kabam use the term, we can't innovate before, and I'm like, I don't think you know what innovate means. It feels very Princess of Bride, where I'm like, you keep using that word, but I'm pretty sure you don't know what that word means. Remember when Dimension Arcade was out, and they were like, whoa, we can't innovate? I was like, if this is what you think is innovation, we got some serious problems. We're going to have to go way back. I remember those days, man. And to think, those were the good old days. It's like, oh my god, it looks like one of the execs, like 4th grader, built something with some learn how to code app, and they're like, yeah, let's put it in the game, we'll call it innovation, it'll be fun, people will love it. What's up, OME? I think yeah, I enjoyed Seaton's video. Legacy put out a video today too, and then of course Cantona put one out a couple days ago. I agree with all of them. Yes. I missed last stream because I was way later. Yeah, dude, my back was just messed up. I'm aware of like how little streaming I was going to be able to do this week, and that I'm leaving on vacation, and I really enjoy the streaming with y'all. So we kind of force fit it. I was a little loopy. I went back and watched it, made sure I didn't say anything too outrageously dumb or stupid. Yeah, nothing more than normal. So it felt fine to post and leave up. We had a good time. We actually got like the bosses down and stuff. A lot of people coached me through how to take out Bahamut, and I actually felt like I understood the fight for the first time ever in my MCoC career. So that was pretty helpful. Colin, what's up, dude? How important is one of each class in rank 5? So it's weird, right? Because of towers. Although I did go do a little towers. It turns out that even though a week went by with me not having ranked any champions and still not able to run recoil, I actually still can't progress. Weird how that works out. So I know a lot of us talked about this, how like we're all going to eventually just kind of hit a wall with towers. It's going to be something where we were all like really scratching and crawling, and all of a sudden we're going to be like, well, that was fun. I've clearly reached it. Like without recoil, there's just my characters. It's funny now because of DCKO. I'm like, wait, which game am I playing? What do I call the characters on the screen? My champions can only punch up so much. Like there's just nothing I can do about it. And so, anyways, the point of this story is, I still think it's not. I still wouldn't be overly concerned about having like perfect balance, particularly when you're talking about like rank 5s, because you probably have so few of them. I only have 3, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, because it's really only towers where I think that stuff comes into play right now. That like we know it's going to come into play. Big picture, it's about the questing content. Maybe if you're enjoying battlegrounds and those sorts of things, and you know, like. I'd still stick with which champions are going to be beneficial to you. I'm trying to kind of balance it out. I'm realizing I bring it up sometimes, but it's not going to be like the big decision for me at all. It's not going to drive any decision making. My opinion, wide roster rank 4s. Yeah, I kind of agree more with what Rook is saying here too. Like I have 2 science rank 5s, and I love them. They're both great, but I don't feel like that's like hindering me or something like that. Hoping Martian Manhattan comes to DCK. So, dude, I actually spent some time on their Discord. Actually, I like going on to the Discord. It's a little wild right now. Not a lot of moderators. So it's a little wild. I'm not gonna lie on that. You might go in and be like, oh, okay then. But you know, it's young kids on the internet. What do you expect them to do? They're obviously gonna get a little wild. But the point of the story is, I spent some time on there yesterday because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, some flights around the country and stuff. And I'll be editing a lot of videos, but I also have some downtime to read. And so I was like, I want to fresh up. Like, I really love like the Batman movies. And you guys know I said this way before I was in contact with DCKO. I actually liked Supergirl. I didn't think it was like the best super movie hero ever. Like, I didn't. But I was like, dude, it was fine. It was a solid superhero movie. Like, it was cool. I was entertained. Like, it was good. The Batman I thought was great. I watched that recently, but there's a lot about like their larger universe I just don't know. So I was asking for some read recommendations and got a bunch of them. So I'm pretty pumped up on it. As much as I like Hitmonkey, I would go Luma to R4 for sure. Luma's in the conversation for the best skill champion in the game. I just recorded the top 10 skill champions last night, and literally you'll hear me say, there was a version of this video, because I write it down, I think about it, I let a lot of time go by, because I take it very seriously. There were multiple versions of the draft where Luma actually was the #1 champion in the skill class. Oh, what's up, Messiah? How you doing, dude? Whoa, why is your bot saying white? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's what the bot wanted to be today. All right. Is it time? Yeah, let's reset the game, man. Let's reset this game. Let's go beat up Korg, dude. Got a little message here, man. Happy content day. Yeah, this should be a fun day, and there should be a lot of content tomorrow. As I'm elated to go out on my trip, and but I'm a little bummed because it's a lot of content, dude. Although I would not be able to do Towers of Ascension, it'd be fun to sit there and stare, and just be like, if I had just spent more money, I think there was a Seinfeld like that, a Seinfeld joke. Yeah, actually, there is a Seinfeld joke. I don't want to totally rip off his joke. But it's basically like, if I had just worked a little harder, you know, I'd be able to do the content, but I can't. And then there's also the Apex Coliseum, which I think it's supposed to go live tomorrow, or did we end up realizing that went live? I think that's the one that was, the slide said it was going to go live tomorrow, but it actually went live early this week. So forget that. Say hello to a few more people, and then let's get time for content. Yeah, you got this right. Let's jump into it, y'all. I see a lot of names. What's up? Shmiggy, how you doing? Rachel, what's up? Thanks so much for being here. If there's anyone I missed, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and get into this, though, man. What's up, Mitchell? All right, what do we got here? We got... All right, yeah, so this is why we might go do a little poker afterwards. So for those who were watching live when I did the poker the day it went live, and remember how happy I was? Just like, I don't really enjoy this, but hey, dude, for one hand, I get all these rewards. Turns out it was bugged. I know, you're shocked. So am I. That was bugged. I should not have been able to claim those rewards after just one hand. So yeah, that was fun. bank favor in my era, I collected $200. All right, let's do this, man. I have one champion that I think will be good for this. We're gonna find out together. Thunder starts. Please let me know about sound. No one said anything about sound. If it's too loud or anything. This, for whatever reason, the music in this mode comes through very loud. But even right now, it doesn't sound too bad. It's gonna always reform with at least 5 charges. That's fair, given what the mode is. All the attackers' attacks are overridden. To be contacted, deal physical. Oh, that's a load of horse maneuver. Kabam's just fully into like, oh, these silly fools think their champions have abilities. No, let's just remove that. We've already removed masteries. Let's just change it. They don't matter. Are your champions ascended? No? Well, get screwed. All the attacks are overridden to be contact and deal physical damage. For those of you who don't know, Korg will damage us back this way. When the defender is about to be struck by a heavy attack, this override is disabled for 20 seconds. Pause during the... Okay, so I guess we just got... It's just another thing to pay attention to in the fight. When the defender's knocked down, especially they gain a 5%. Inexorable is one of the worst things that's ever happened in this game. Enhanced parry slow. When the attacker performs a parry, the defender's put it with a slow. So he can't go and stop it. Alright. We're gonna storm it up. Actually, let's just for a minute, let's see how this goes. That is not a good sign that if I'm already struggling that much with inputs. Wow. Okay. Come on. We can do this. We can do this together. What's up, Sir Lancelot? How you doing, man? Sometimes. Cassandra, you're going to Cassandra this? Nice. Do you know your YouTube chat section for lives is only for subscribers? Have to come to Twitch. Yeah. Do you know your YouTube chat section is only for subscribers? Yeah, we did that a long time ago because this goes back, dude, years. This goes back years. This is like a little MCoC history channel here. There was a period of time where there was a large group of people that were bombing MCoC YouTubers. And so one of the things that a lot of MCoC YouTubers started doing was, because it's free to subscribe, right? I'm not messing up my terms. One of the things MCoC YouTubers started doing was setting their streams to subscriber chat only. And to set like a 5-minute time, because people set it for the subscribers, and then the group would still just like hit subscribe, and then they would just like say the most abhorrent things. And then the streamer would have to spend their time dealing with that. So yeah, I've had that set for a very, very long time. And truthfully, I'm going to be, unfortunately, streaming on Twitch. Unless it's an event like today or a sale, it'll be on Twitch only. Oh, Namor? Nice. That'll be a good one. I finally... Stink, it's a big day. It's a big day around here. We're very, very... This is where Sinister is bugged, so that's cool. That's really fun. Whatever. Come on, dude. Ain't no one got time for you. Well, if you've got a Sinister, I can confidently say he's worth giving a shot. If you've got a Sinister, you probably already know that. Yeah, this is a good time. It's not the fastest in the world. Rarely is it with Sinister, but pretty good. I'm gonna definitely try Storm still, though. I wonder if Namor is actually going to be like a superior option. I see what you're saying about Namor. I guess you could, in theory, put recoils on, and this would speed up too. The damage back mechanics is going to be annoying. It's just one more thing to pay attention to. It's not the end of the world. This obviously works. I don't. I want to try Storm for sure. I'm curious how this goes. It might be too much playing around his shrug. Yeah, I don't think I love this. Although she'll be the best. She'll be one of the best, like, immediate damage dealers. Carolina's stun is a passive, if I recall correctly, so that might not be too bad. Okay, so we've got the override there. This doesn't feel terrible. It feels great. What I don't love about it is just the amount of time you have to pay attention to that override and trying to like land your enemies. It feels like it's just going to become like overly cumbersome at a point in time. I imagine there will be some videos of runs of Kushala just doing monstrous numbers, because that's kind of what Kushala does. Okay, let's go for the intercept. There we go. That was nice. And Korg's got that negative energy resistance. We got that down. Yeah, it's just more than I truly want to pay attention to. I don't think it's like a big problem. Dazzler, maybe? That's right. Dazzler reflects the physical damage, doesn't she? You need to have her... I think it's Sig 1, if I recall correctly. I'm not keeping Kushala's spells up very well here. I'll just finish this fight. I don't think I'm going to want to use Kush. I think you could. That's just what I do. I genuinely think Storm's going to actually be pretty good for this. Buddy, yeah, I actually think Namor will be good, bud. I agree. Because that's obviously one of the threats of the fight. And I think that's probably why they put in, is to try to really enforce that, you know, that threat exists. Which I get, all jokes aside. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Kushala is broken, she is. I agree. Can't even use mean jeans a little too much, you know what I mean? Hilgedorf, what's up, dude? Hey there, everybody, hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing great, man. Just wrapping up playing a phenomenal board game with my nephews here on the... Oh, dude, that's awesome. Thanks for even tuning in. Please say hello to the whole fam for us. Hope you guys have a great time. I can watch for a bit while clean up. Oh, that's very kind of you, dude. Thanks for letting us know that, too. The poker's fun, but I'm over it, and there's still 2 more weeks. Yeah. Alright, so, I mean, Kushala... I would not choose Kushala as my main choice for this. My Dazzler, unfortunately, is not awakened. And if I recall correctly, I really like Dazzler, too. If I recall correctly, yeah, it's during her hits, Dazzler takes some physical damage. So it's only going to be at high sig where you're going to get that 200% reflection back, which will be really, really nice. And she does massive damage. You probably might even want to use her SP3 on this one. I'm curious. Because she has a nice SP3 loop that can do significant damage. And then, of course, you're reflecting all that damage as you go. So I think she's probably going to be pretty darn good. But I think we're, for my sake, let's just do this really fast so we can see it. But it's a low rank bishop, so I'm not expecting good results. Cassandra Nova works? Okay. Oh yeah, because of her whole heavy mechanic. That's a great point. And someone shouted her out earlier. This is going to be, I think, like consistent points. You know, it's what your bishop is designed to do. And one of the really nice things is because of his passive stun, you can go straight into the light attack. Remember, you don't take the damage back. Korg's light. So you'll be A-okay. I should have gotten one more. I should have got one more prowess before I threw that, but whatever, it's a big deal. Yeah, this feels pretty smooth, you know. I don't think you're going to see like 40 and 50 bars or anything like that. Obviously you want to get that dex down, but whatever. And then now we can actually go into this. I want to check one thing. I think it's just overriding. Oh, it's overriding all specials and basics. So for your champs who are doing energy damage off their specials, you're going to want to turn off that physical override. I think, you know, most of you guys would have figured that out, but it is something to just kind of remember, just like a mental hurdle or challenge of the fight. So like, step what it's doing. My understanding of that node would be that this special will now hit a lot harder because I have turned off the override thingamajiggy. I'm just looking for a consistent Titan bar. Same with here, bro. Obviously, you know, you're here. You're familiar with my channel. Well, I'll fix that camera as soon as I can. That's typically what I'm going to do. You know, I'll tell you guys if I think a champion's going to pull off phenomenal results. And then we can all tune into Grass and Cantona and Natty for that. I guess MCoC Encyclopedia does it. So do I every once in a while. But I'm typically more focused on who do I think is going to help simplify this fight for you. And that you might also have, you know? So this should hit relatively hard. Let's see. Yeah. Again, remember, this is only a rank 1 bishop, so he shouldn't be doing too insane anyways. But again, he removes some of the threats of the fight. Like, he makes it pretty simple. Let me see if I can get this better. There we go. Yeah, so I'm saving Storm for last Quicksilver. I have her at rank 4. She's who I had my eye on for this fight to begin with. Oh, that's a great point, Master Koosh. That's a great name, man. I don't know if we are getting 2 points. I think we are. I don't see why they would have changed it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we are. Which is really nice, because Korg's pretty beefy, dude. He's a big health pool. That's cool. Dazzler's cooking? That's awesome. Says 2 on the picture. Yeah. Thanks, Pat. Alright, I think that's about it for... who I really would suggest testing. Well, I guess we can do this. Again, I'm just doing this super quick. Like, the one where I'm really going to try to dial in and get good runs is with Storm. Cyclops. Utilizing his... I can't think of what he calls it. Oh, shoot. Caro. This isn't Carolina. That's probably part of the problem. People tend to not like it when you call them by the wrong name. Okay, this is some of the worst Sandra gameplay you maybe have ever seen. That's okay. Yeah, this works. The one issue I'm having Although I would think a well-played Cassandra is going to help you get around this, is that you are taking some damage on the initial heavy, but with her heal back off the SP1, maybe it doesn't matter. It's like, watch right here, we'll take damage. No, wait, because we had it turned up. Better. There we go. There was the damage taken. But yeah, this feels good. And then someone, again, who's more experienced with her, I think would probably have really good success. How about that AI, folks? This is why it's tough to take it too seriously. At least we snapped him out of that. Alright, whatever. We're done with her. Thank you very much for the subscribe and stuff. Does Carolina work? So we'll do her one time. As intended, I know. Is, she doesn't have a heal back. So my concern with her will be that you're going to need to land those lights early to get into your heavy. Your heavy's still going to cause you to take damage. She should do a lot of damage because he has like the negative energy resistance. I think it's going to be all about getting his shield down and getting that node overridden. You know what? Back in the day, we used to step back Korg. I wonder if that... I don't know what her step back looks like. Or you could just do this. Okay, so I don't... If you saw that, I'll try to do it again. I'm not the best at it. Shoot. You used to be able to step back Korg into a light, and that would help you get your initial openings. You could maybe try that. Guess let's see what's in the sun. See, though, do you see how we took all that damage from that single that heavy? I think that's where you're going to kind of run into some issues. But her damage is so good that it might not matter. Yeah, it's that burst of damage, and I don't know how to... I guess you could only do it once you've got the shield down. It feels like a lot of hoop jumping. If she's like your only option, then you could probably improve with the fight. Like if you don't have the other options, see like right here. No, well we've got the node down. Then yeah, I would try her. I mean, for just screwing around and trying to talk it through, this is not horrible. Like, this is going to end up being the equivalent of 6 bars. Well, let's just throw it. So yeah, I don't think she's I don't think she's like horrible for sure. Getting consistent 7 to 8 bars with my R5 Cassandra. Okay, thanks, Cyber. But the AI just won't play into anything. Yeah, I mean, it's, I mean, we already saw the AI once just to be like, I'm just going to stand here. It's good, man. I need a hydration break. It's World Cup rules. It's still summer. World Cup rules. Hydration break. I'll admit, Chris, I don't know if this is a CCP drops week or just everyone has the same drops week. I don't know. I've lost the ability to keep track of it. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. I will never try Toad, Zachary. I will never try Toad. Oh yeah, definitely need to fall down too. All right, so now let's go with the champion that I'm most excited to. I think there's a variety of options. This feels well set. Who was trying Namor and how did it go for you? I would imagine it goes pretty darn good. It's just a regular drop speed. Okay, thanks. All right, let's go with our girl here. Now he's immune to shock, so we're not going to get all that extra there. But I think she's going to hit like a truck. So I'm pumped up to try this. When I saw that she was an option, I got very, very excited. Let's get in there. Okay, so I've already made a mistake, and I realized it while I was doing it. It's all right. Life is about learning. I might as well wait till his rock stacks are down to disable the net. And in which case, what we're going to do is we're going to go to her SP3, because this is obviously hampering our ability to get our prowess going. That's fine. Still do need to get them going. So there we go. We got both of our stances going. This might actually hit relatively hard. Let's see. Yeah, that hit pretty hard. That's good stuff there, Storm. Nice job, sister. All right. And I guess I don't need to be landing light attacks right now. We should not be taking damage back from that. Come on, dude. Damn, the rock stacks are annoying in this fight. I actually wonder if I'm better off maybe just throwing SP3s. And then if the SP2 lines up, I'll take it. But otherwise... Come on, dude, throw it. Because SP3 is doing enough damage, and then it allows us to get our prowess easily when we get back. The SP2 should hit harder. What did I do wrong there? Just a weird graphic error. Or thing. Alright, let's see if we can line up a special too. I guess I could be going for intercepts. Finally got it. Yeah! That was fun. Alright, so yeah, if the special 2 lines up, I think definitely go for it. There's no reason not to. It's just a lot to line up, you know? But if you can do it, why would you not? And then otherwise, just throw your SP3s. This is what I was talking about. For those of you who've heard me kind of singing her praises lately, and in the general tier list, you're going to hear quite a bit of conversation on why I think she... I don't really know if it was her buff. I was not a Storm aficionado before her buff. So I don't know if it was her buff that added this utility, but there's little utility things in there, like the way she even interacts with endurance, which just feels like made her very, very current. Very, very current. And then, of course, the damage is just... Damage is the damage. You guys all have life. Come on, dude. Throw it. You want to get off one more, please? Come on. I don't think we're going to make it. Come on, dude. It's so fun. It's just so much fun. Oh. Alright. His shields are down, so that head. And let's throw our special 3. Yeah, I'll try, Pranav. I'm enjoying my storming right now. But yes, I'll definitely, after this fight, I'll definitely get back, kind of just do a synopsis of the fight. There's a variety of good options. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. That sucks. I'll see what happens. I tried to go for too much, and the band was like, don't you ever do that again. You're gonna send the rock man. Okay, how to avoid that damage. So, okay, Korg, I'm going to explain this very basically. If you're like, dude, why are you explaining this to, like, I've never played the game before? It's because there's a lot of new people. They might need this explained, all right? And even I might make mistakes. So help us out. Throw it in the chat. Korg has those rock stacks, all right? And when you hit him with a non-light attack, he's going to damage you or, like, do some damage back. When it's just a standard Korg, if you're using a champion that does energy basic attacks, you don't take that damage. But there's a node in this that has disabled that. In order to get it so that your energy damage attacks don't take the damage back, you need to hit him down with a heavy. And then you can see it in the upper left-hand corner. Here, it'll probably be easier if we explain it while I'm doing the fight. There's a lot to pay attention to in this fight. And that's why I like Storm so much for it. And why I often recommend the champions I do, even though, you know, I'm sure there's already someone who's put out a video with more bars than I just got with Storm. That's totally fine, and it's real, and that's good. And if you have those skills, dude, go for it. Have a great time. But I like the champions that just simplify the fight, okay? And so that's part of why I'm liking Storm so much. Namor, I think, would probably be very good for this, and a high sig Dazzler, because they're just going to reflect that damage back. And then, of course, they have really big damage already too. And yeah, dude, don't worry, Ron, you watch my videos, man, you attend my streams, you know I'm going to forget stuff. There's stuff I'm not going to know. This game is huge, and it's really cool. And then we all help each other out, and we get through it and have a really good time. Hey, what's up, Pieces? How you doing? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll just try to more explain the fight than actually do the fight well. So just to be clear though, in a normal Korg fight, just Korg's defensive kit, you wouldn't, like, this hit would not have me take damage back. Do you see how I took 8% damage back? And that's because they have disabled basically the energy attacks of the champions. However, when you knock Korg down with the heavy, and you can see it, the gray icon right there on the screen, see that says the physical override cooldown? So now my basic kit is coming through. Storm does basic energy damage. If there's any other questions on that, let me know. But I think that's a really important part of the fight to understand. Now, Korg has these rock shields on the other side, and you can see it says prevents opponent from inflicting huge amounts of damage. So you don't want to throw your specials when he has any of those. You want to get those all the way down to 0 before you throw your specials, or it will act like a protection mechanism. And then, of course, it's going to be the purifies as well too. So there we go. So that's the fight. And then he cannot shrug, though, these passive stuns, which is one of the reasons why why Storm X should be good, and why we tested Bishop. I think Bishop is probably not bad for this. Then, in order to get those rock stacks down, you're going to want to hit him with, well, when the node is up, like it is right now, you're going to want to use light attack so you don't take the damage back. Like this. You see I'm not taking damage back. And now we've got the thingamajiggy down. Because my attack specials probably do energy damage, I messed up there. I was trying to get the node down, the node that was overriding the energy damage. I can hear it in my head. I hope I'm explaining this well. I feel like I might be making it more complicated. Oh, it still did okay damage. And I've got to bait this special. And then, because he doesn't have his rock stacks, we can hit him with anything. So let's just do this. We're going to get the rock stacks down with light attacks. And then as soon as we get them down, we'll heavy him to so that we can do our energy attacks. All right, so throw it, dude. Come on. Ruining my example, Korg. All right, so now we can do our energy damage. And we'll throw it. And that didn't do as much as I thought it would. Why? I must have done something wrong. Let me know if you have other questions. Like I said, there's a lot of moving parts when you don't know Korg's basic kit, and I think that could really complicate things. But again, we have the rock stack, so let's get that down. I'll land a heavy to disable the node. And then before that comes back. Nope, so it's going to come back. So I don't want to throw my special into the rock stack. Right, and let's throw this. So this should do good damage. His rock stacks are down. We've disabled the node. Let's see. And fun was happening. Negasonic, good call, dude. I actually did not think about her. She's not often on my radar. That's a really good shout, right? Because everything she does is passive. All right, let's disable this. See, we might actually be able to get a nice little damage SP2 in here. That was bad. Which is the orange passive view, the orange passive. On our left, under our health bar, that's the node. So that's what's making all attacks do the physical, which is what you need to, I did it again, which is what you need to turn off with your heavy. I did try Bishop earlier. Mine's only rank 1. He's fine. I like him because I think he's going to simplify the fight for you with that passive stun, allowing you to land your light attacks when you need to. You're going to get the rock stacks down, and then you can land your heavy and throw your specials. So I don't think you're going to see like massive amounts of bars out of Bishop, but I think he's going to be a really consistent bar clearer for people if you've got him at a high rank. Oh, thank you, Quicksilver. I knew there was something I was not like tying together for everyone. Yes, it's the medium attacks is what will cause you to take damage back. If they are a physical attack, if they're energy, they wouldn't. Which is why, again, the node getting it down is which is why the node getting that turned off is good. Who's the best by now? My best is Storm. I don't think she's going to be the highest bar clear, though. I think you're probably going to see some of those super high skill players. You know, obviously MSD, but I mean, everyone knows MSD. You know, I think Cantona's probably going to do something grass. I'd see Maddie, maybe MCoC Encyclopedia. I could see them putting out some pretty crazy stuff. Namor, yeah, I could see that. Not a lot of high rank Namors out there, so maybe Nagase is probably going to throw something out there. We'll see. Cassandra, I think Cassandra could be very good. Is Onslaught not banned? Is he good for this? Onslaught is banned. Yeah, you can't use Onslaught. You can't use Gene. The kind of more broken-y ones are not available to us. Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to get another good run with Storm here. What did we hit? What was our record already? Have you see your best run? 8 health bars? Yeah, that feels pretty good. Um, shoot. Against Korg in general, yes, energy damage is going to help you because it's going to get through his one of the biggest threats of his kit. That's why they've added this node here, which is, you know, right now it is on cooldown. But that's why they've added it, because right now I'm doing energy damage. But when it's up, I will not. I think we got that in before his rock stacks came back. So that's why getting the node on cooldown is really important. You get it down via heavy. In order to have that, in order to get that done without taking damage back, you need to get Korg's rock stacks down, which is why I really like these champions with the passive stun, because you can just light attack Korg very easily. Like, your openings are pretty reliable and safe. So like right here, his rock stacks were down. I got the node on cooldown. Let's see how this goes. I think it should be fine. We got a really nice paint on there from Storm, which is one of her abilities. Chance for that to happen. Like, as you get better and better with Storm, it's about sometimes it's about recognizing those chain stun abilities or chances and taking advantage of them, like we were able to do it there. So the node is down, plus he doesn't have his rock stacks, so I can just go in and hit him with whatever I want. I'm gonna hit him with the heavy now because his rock stacks were down, so I won't take any damage. And then now I can go in and hit him with any attack I want. I don't need to hit him with just light attacks. I'm gonna see if I can't race to my special 2 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw it because I want to get this off. Notice how he didn't gain any power. That's also one of Storm's abilities. It's a really, really nice one. And it has to do with... shoot, I can't remember exactly how it's explained. We'll have to look into that. Remind me to explain that later, to look into it. Because it is a really cool ability. Alright. So right here, he shouldn't gain power. Super, super nice. Yeah, I mean, this feels like a real, like, once you're in the zone with Storm, you kind of just get it. Obviously, once the, I can't think of what they call them on this node. But once the, like, more challenge prompts come in, you know, it's like anything else. You can get a little bit more wonky. Here, let's try to do another one here. Yeah, that didn't feel great. What did I do? I think I messed something up there. Or maybe we just didn't break. So the physical override is up. He has no rock stacks. We have the, and we get it down. And then now we'll just fulfill the prompts. Again, the passive stun I think is super helpful for prompt completion. Oh, that was weird. This isn't going to do huge damage because I don't have both my she doesn't call them stances. I can't think of what she actually calls them. But I didn't have them built up, so the damage will be muted a little bit. Yeah, dude, Dazzler's a really good champion, man. It's just, in fact, with what Kabam seems like they're doing with BLT, with Black Tarantula, I wouldn't be shocked if we see, like, Dazzler stocks up again. They never really, like, plummeted. She's always been a great champion. It's just she came out and Kabam moved pretty quickly to Daunted. You know, the defenders wanting Daunted with, like, Yelena and stuff. But Dazzler's an amazing champion. She can also, like, counter evade for you, too. I'm a big Dazzler fan. I think she's a little tough to play at, like, a really high level. But she produces great results if you can do it. How far are we from me? All right, let's go and answer questions here for a little bit. I'm glad to hear that, Pieces, because I'm trying to concentrate on the fight while explaining it, and there's always this element of like, did I do a step without explaining it, or did I miss something in the fight while trying to explain? So I'm pretty. Well, I did just call him BLT. Yes, I did. I see the request to use Dazzler. The reason why I'm not here, I'll show you all, is if you're going to use Dazzler, you're going to want her at least awakened. And the higher the SIG, this is why, you know, you go back, and I used to talk about Dazzler a lot. I really liked her, and we had her high on the tier list, was that if you were going to rank her up, you probably wanted her at least SIG 1. And that's because during her hits, Dazzler takes no physical damage and instead reflects 20%. If you have her high 6, she's reflecting 200%. That's a really sizable amount. The big reason why I wanted her as high as 6 as possible, though, is for her passive pursuit to last for 10 seconds. It doesn't last a ton of time. That's what I'm saying, like at high at high skill, I think she can produce phenomenal results. I don't think it's very easy. In fact, I found it quite difficult to keep the pursuit up, but I knew some outrageously high skill players who were able to use it no problem at all. So I don't really hold that against Dazzler. I think that's more of like truly a skill issue on my side. So that's why I'm not trying her, is I don't have her awakened. So you guys wouldn't get to see anything cool at all. But I'm certain that she would at least be good. Have a great one, Hilgan. I hope you're having a great vacation, man. It's really kind of you to stop by. Saw someone do well with Gambit. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I used to know a guy who really loved Gambit. It was a high skill player for sure. Just so that I can do it. I'm someone what new I have Storm R1. Yeah. That's gonna be rough, man. I mean, the good news is you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time. So maybe just try to break this up into pieces. Not you, Professor Pieces. Regular pieces. Kitty's doing great. Oh, very, very cool. That makes sense too. Yeah. 13 bars with Dazzler. Hell yeah, dude. Pixie was good. Okay. At least one bar at once. Yeah, just one bar at a time, man. You know, just break it up into little pieces there. I think there's a lot of options, guys. I prefer the ones with the passive stun. I think they just simplify things. But Kitty, you know, who doesn't take damage while phase. Cassandra seems solid. Sure. So let's go ahead and try to work back through this. Dazzler R3 15 bars. That's cool, dude. Yeah. Sinister wasn't bad. He's just I think not the fastest, but if he's like your best one, go with him. If he's your best, you know, highest rated, whatever, of course. I'm always Team Aurora anyway. Hell yeah, man. The point is even one bar is possible with our own storm. All right. Yeah, just get it done. Break it up, dude. I mean, you got a lot of time, you know? Just try to get like 2 bars a day or something. I don't know. 7 bars with Carolina. I'll send a Discord. Dude, that's pretty good. How are you getting your openings, if you don't mind me asking? Are you like, yeah, how are you getting your initial openings? That's what I saw as the issue with her. Not that it wasn't possible, just it was going to take some finagling. Yes, Dazzler definitely needs the awakening for this. To do great things. She does do big damage, though. So, I mean, in theory, with an outrageously high skill, maybe you don't need it. Using double-ascended bishop? Now that sounds like a good time. Alright, I think after this one, I might take a short break. That snap light is just, I'm never gonna be able to handle those snap lights. So that's the global. It's like the added on node. That's why you're seeing me knock him down with the heavy sometimes. It's turning all your attacks into physical. It's a orange passive in the upper under our health bar. And when you knock them down with the heavy, it goes away. So that your energy attacks become, energy again. So they've disabled some of your abilities. And yes, I already made the joke about how Kabam's not only turning off masteries, they are now turning off abilities as well. This should hit for pretty good damage. How do you remove coarse rock stacks? The light attacks. Well, I mean, mediums will do it too, but in general, try to do light. Then once you have the rock stacks down, you don't need to worry about it. That was fun. See, like right now, I can hit him with anything. There's no rock stack, so I don't need to worry about it. And even now, because we have the node disabled, we can still hit him with the medium and just be fine. Okay, the rock stacks are down, so it disabled the node. Didn't want to throw that into rock stacks. That was dumb. This is not the best run, eh? This is why I was saying I should take a break after this one. Not going to go anywhere. Just take a few seconds. I really love that utility of hers. I was wondering how that would play out here with the lack of power gains. I think her shocks even get stronger when they have more bars of power, but Korg obviously being shock immune doesn't help me here. Alright. Let's try to get that stack down. Throw this. Should do decent damage. Yeah, Cassandra should work. I think you're going to want to be pretty good with her. I'm not that great with her, but, it was working. But yeah. The rock stacks came back and the node was still up. Just gonna take a very quick little stretch, like reset break, but it'll be like 30 seconds. And I'm actually not even going anywhere. I'm just changing the screen. OG Storm's doing well? Alright, that's cool. I did try Kushala. I didn't love it, but I'm also not loving any of the champions that don't have the passive stun. I respect and definitely understand that they can get good results. I just would rather simplify the fight for myself. I need to check a message. I apologize. All right, we'll be right back here. Which masteries would you guys go for? Unfazed? I wouldn't run unfazed, man. Are you talking about just like in general, like in the game, or specifically for this fight? Yep, in general. Okay. I'll be doing an updated masteries video. I did do one this year. The one thing that people who scroll through, like they what's it called when they don't really watch, it just kind of like I can't get the term. They basically try to skip ahead, but they don't watch. They think I was suggesting to run Collar Tech, which I definitely was not. Um, uh, so I'm going to do an updated version without that, so that people don't get as confused. And but here, I'll just show you my masters, and they've worked great for me. I'm trying to fill out deep wounds. I'm waiting till I get the cores from the free like weekly crystals from the store. I could use units. I really don't want to, but I may break down and do it because I do have some really good bleed champions. But I really like this. You definitely want despair. Okay, even if you don't want to get into deep wounds, you definitely do despair. Assassin is there was a long time ago in this game where like you ran assassin and then it got to a point where people stopped running it. I feel like it was due to thing. Was anyone here who was playing like super high tier war like forever ago? I think it was thing, because what started to happen is it started screwing up with your ability to count his stacks, because sometimes it would fail, and this was often like on big boss fights and things like that. So I don't run anything in assassin at all. Some people run in phase for like the defensive side of it, for like if you're fighting like Mr. Negatives or Spider-Man Dark Enhanced or Count Nefarias or something like that. But again, for the most part, day in, day out, like I don't use it. I get much more benefit out of this here. I do personally like stand your ground. I also needed to have one more point somewhere, so that's part of why I haven't maxed out. This is, ironically, this is more important than this. And then this is the inequity that you always hear me shout out, like in Battlegrounds tier lists or just in general, especially if I'm talking about a champion who places a lot of debuffs. This is part of what makes them so much more tanky. And then I got used to playing with 5/5 Mystic Dispersion like 8 years ago or whenever. And so I've stuck with it. There's some champions where I will admit I sometimes get a little more power than I'd love. But more often than not, I think it's more than worth it. And it's good for defensive threat too. In fact, there was a period of time where like all the defenders were mystics because of Mystic Dispersion. That's very kind of you, J2607. There are a lot of good options. My personal favorites are the ones that either handle the damage back mechanic completely, like Namor or Dazzler. And someone was saying they had a great fight with Kitty, right? Kitty, I think it was. And or champions with a passive stun. That way you can just land the lights when you want to get the rock sacks down, or you can land the heavy with ease to switch the node off. All right, let's go ahead, and I would love to get this at least to oh, it looks like I already can claim them. Let me do one more run, and then maybe we'll switch over to poker, and then we can all just kind of talk, and I can do the openings. Yeah, you got it, J26. And I get it. It's like, I mean, I appreciate y'all choosing here to watch, and I know a lot of you are here because you want the information. So I get it. It's a good question to ask, and I appreciate that you guys chose here as a place to get that info. And there's a lot of really smart people in the chat, like a ton. I'm not going to say anyone's name because I don't want to forget someone and then have them be like, I'm smart, you know? But there's a lot of really smart people in the chat. That are very helpful, and I appreciate them for being here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I can tell I'm even already kind of forgetting general flow of this fight. So we'll just get this done. And do the little opening, play a little poker, and then that'll be a nice little Wednesday, man. Be a nice little Wednesday together. Yeah, I'm doing dumb things. There was no reason to try that. Thank you for whatever that was. Top 5. All right. Let's check that out here in a minute. I don't know why I did that either. I think this is a sign that it's time to play poker. Top 5 superhero comic book movies. Doesn't have to be only Marvel or DC. I'm sure I'm suffering from some recency bias, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna I'm just gonna acknowledge that I'm sure I'm suffering from recency bias. Is the first movie that jumped to my mind was actually the Christian Bale Batman with Bane. I still love that movie. Like I recently rewatched it, and this is before I was even aware of DCKO. I just recently rewatched it because I really liked it. My wife and I actually watched all 3 of them. I think, believe if I recall correctly, there was 3 of them. The third one's not as good, if I my memory serves right. The first Avengers. It's not Endgame. I always forget the name of it. I thought Endgame was a nice, like, it was a cool thing for us fans. I did not think it was like an amazing movie. It's very much like how I feel about super movies. I'm like, they don't have to be amazing cinema for me to enjoy them. Like, it was good. I really liked it. I liked that they had all the characters and they all came together and the heroes won, but it was close and like it was really fun. I really liked it. But the first one that set it up, I think is probably the best one of all time. I really liked Superman. This last Superman. I thought it was a damn good movie. In fact, I want to rewatch it soon. To see if I still think as highly on it. Infinity War, thank you. Yeah, Infinity War. That's exactly one. So I think it's probably like Infinity War and then Batman. It might be Batman and Infinity War. I don't know. I'm putting those in like the same kind of tier. And then I need to see this last Superman a few more times before I would even come close to putting it in that tier. The first Black Panther I thought was a pretty incredible movie. Like, I think it wasn't just a good super movie. I thought it was also like an incredible movie. I'm sure I'm forgetting some things. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. I'm positive I am. It's not a movie, but there was a Watchmen miniseries on HBO that I thought was really, really good. James Gunn was on my list. To be honest, I adore the movie. I thought it was great. I truly thought it was great. And then I think after that it gets hard because I think there's just a ton of movies that reasonably could. Like on the top 10s I'm doing, I recorded skill, mystic, and science last night. There's not 10 skill because there was like 10 champions that I reasonably felt like could be the 10th one, but I did feel like they were a tier below the 9th. So I'm just like, there's a huge honorable mention. We do the honorable mentions at the end to try to just get straight into the video. I don't understand that with the Watchmen 2. My thought, was it canceled or was it always planned to just be one season? The way it ended, obviously my wife really enjoyed it and we watched it too, and then there was a buddy who was also watching it and we were talking and we're like, it almost felt like it was done. Like I don't want to spoil it because if anyone hasn't watched it, it's worth a watch. The way it ends, it's one of those endings where you're like, they may have intended this to be the ending. It's kind of an interesting one. Yeah, Civil War. I mean, Marvel has done so many good ones. There's a reason why the MCU turned into what it did, right? Like, the Thor Ragnarok. I think Thor Ragnarok was phenomenal. I've really enjoyed the current Peter Parker. I've enjoyed those movies a ton. I don't know if I could pick one though to be. Oh, dude, I can't believe I'm forgetting this. The Miles Morales movies. Those deserve to be in the top 5 for sure. Absolutely. Do I like to see? Yeah. In fact, I mean, when I was growing up, those were the superheroes on the big screen. Like, it was Michael Keaton was Batman. You know, I'm a little young I didn't see like Superman in the theater. I mean, maybe my parents took me when I was like a little kid. But like, you know, if it was on TV or we rented like the VHS or something, like, dude, it was Superman. Like those were my superheroes. Jim Carrey as a Riddler, Jack, you know. Was it Danny DeVito as the Penguin? Those were my superheroes, yeah. Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I like 1 and 2. Yeah, the Miles. I can't believe I didn't think of those. I'm like, I know there's stuff I'm not thinking of. I don't know what the joke is there, BDW, but that sounds funny. You're making me laugh too there, HTYK. All right, let's go ahead and... what the hell is this? I don't even remember what this is. Okay. Sure. Oh, let's do the little opening here. Huh? And then we'll do a little poker. Oh, got it, Sir Lancelot. Okay. All right. All right, now this should be the final opening for the video, right? Where we're putting these all together. We all also stream. We're having a good time. Should need my last little stream for a bit while I head on vacation. Plenty of videos uploaded, though. Plenty. And might even throw some stuff up on Instagram, too. So if you're interested in that. And, of course, I still check in on my Discord. So we're going to claim these, do a little opening. And yeah. Go ahead and do this. This always takes longer. I'm always do this, and then I'm like, this takes too long. I'm gonna end up editing this out. I do like the intro with you all on stream, and then I'm like, this always takes forever. Why? Why do I do this? All right, cool. And we got our little piece for the goblin there. And all right, this it's not gonna. Oh, we might actually be able to take another champion to rank 4. I'm probably gonna do that off stream. Oh no! Looks like we only got one. Okay. There's a pool in the video that will be coming out. You know, like I'm doing the cataloging, I guess, or synopsis of all the openings into one opening at the end of the week. There's a pool in there that I don't want to spoil for you. If you enjoy the channel and you're enjoying this, I think you're going to be very excited to see that I got this champion. There might be some of you who are like, why do you get all the luck? And so I've intentionally not ranked the character so where they would show up on the screen. I've really thought this through, probably more than I reasonably should have. I hope you guys enjoy seeing it. I hope you guys enjoy seeing it happen. So, yeah. I did watch the Supergirl, and I actually liked it. I don't think it's like an amazing superhero movie. I would never say that. But I thought it was fun. It was good. It was a superhero. They did stuff. Ass was kicked. The hero wins. There was a little bit of a struggle. Like, they didn't develop everything great. Definitely not. Lobo was... It felt like Jason Momoa just was riding a motorcycle, and every once in a while he just showed up and was like, ah, and then he took off. I would like to see a little more Lobo. But yeah, I mean, he looks cool. And Crypto, yeah, it was fun. Like, I had a good time. Like, it was it's not in my top 10, you know, but it was good. All right. Okay, now we're finally doing the opening. We streamed the towers here, not tower, Coliseum. So this will be the final opening. There will be a rank up afterwards, but again, I'm not going to be doing that on stream. I just don't want to ruin anything. We kind of talked about that just now. And so I do think we have a basic 7-star crystal and a Nexus, if I recall correctly. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, if you're watching the video, you know how this has gone. If you're watching the stream, you have no idea, which I'm really enjoying that aspect of this. So I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to say what we want here. There's a small chance that it gets spoiled. I would be very, very happy to have it spoiled. So here we go. Everyone on the stream's like, what is this guy talking about? No one knows. Okay. All right. That's really, really good, man. All right, man. All right. The luck on this account is just... If Kabam's trying to make free-to-play players spend by not giving them the good characters, they really need to look into what they're doing, because That is not how it's panning out in my experience. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We spin this out around here. Yeah. Oh. I'm honestly probably not using Ultron or Longshot for much. I think Ultron. Yeah, this one is legitimately difficult between Longshot because they're both very, very good. I think because of champions I have in both their classes, I'm probably not ranking them up though. Heart says Ultron. Head says Longshot. Longshot is a secret weapon towers. Is Longshot's good in towers? But then to Sir Lancelot's side, my Mystic roster is ridiculous. Like Longshot's not getting ranked for a very, very, very long time. Probably neither is Ultron. I'm going Ultron just because the Mystic roster's stacked. And yeah, both good champions, both very, very good champions, powerful. Just probably not going to get ranked anytime too soon, but we'll see. You never know. Never know. All right, so that is it for the opening. I'll come back in the video for some rank ups. Oh, they're both good for towers? Okay. Yeah, that was one of those ones where it's like they're both good, you know? Like, yeah, as a quality little nexus. All right, we'll do a little bit of poker mode. You guys know I don't love it, and I don't want to sit here and complain. So, you guys would probably be surprised to know I actually do try to avoid doing that. Where even is it? How do you access this poker mode? What's up, K-Rock? How you doing, man? Poker mode, where are you? Oh, the symbiotic, is it this? Yeah, it's this. Do I want to use my tokens now? I think I have tokens. I think I want to use it. Let's try it. Thank you so much. Dude, Snooky, what's up, dude? Thank you very much. Let's get you up on the board. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Just so you know, because I'll admit I don't fully recognize your name, and you might not have been here earlier. I'm about to go on vacation. I will be coming home in the middle of it because we're going to a few different destinations. I'll be home for I think 2 to 3 days. I'm not totally sure. My wife set up a lot of the scheduling for us, so I might not be streaming for a bit. If I can, I'll definitely stream when I'm home. And then, of course, I'm going to be enjoying streaming when I get back. But I just did want you to know I'm not disappearing. I just going on a little vacation. Yeah, a little summer vacation. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we've got a lot of these blue champions. Let's go ahead and pick them. If you guys have advice on like how to play this, let me know. I did not take it seriously at all the day it went live. It was bugged, and I was able to claim a ton of amazing rewards for very little time spent, which I was very happy about. I'm probably taking this way more seriously than I need to. All right, let's just go. We've hit 7. It's a poker mode. Yeah. Okay. I would swap 2 here, add 2 next round. Okay. What is with the red one? I think I saw Rich had that like on a thumbnail, and I was like, I just don't enjoy this, so I actually did not watch the video. I'm sorry, Rich. But I saw it. I saw the thumbnail, and I saw that the red was probably more than I realized. I have no idea what these bonuses are, so None of them make a lot of sense to me. M is your wild card? Okay, the universal ones are Hobgoblin. Thank you very much, Snooky. That's very kind of you to say. Alright, so swap them out. The fact that this is not a thing drives me insane. It's funny how it's like already started off this way. They can be in card. All right. So we'll swap 2 again. All right. Yeah, we'll just do this as Spider Hand. The full house with numbers, not suits. Okay, thank you. I had an absurd fight. I think it was yesterday. With Spider-Ham against a Dust. I love the animation of when a champion loses, dude. Like that, them just falling over. It gets me every time, man. Gain 2. What is gain 2? Did I do that? That's what I think I did. What? Okay, so now what should I do? I'm gonna get rid of the 2 low reds. I'm gonna swap 3. It's funny because there's that stream delay. I have them both set as low as they can possibly go. So I'll do this. Yeah, the Power Sting win is so satisfying. It's very enjoyable. All right. Let's see what we get here. What's the friends faction and the foes? I assumed that was the color. Which I don't seem to really have any of. I do have science champions, though. So I guess we'll stick with that. And then let's get rid of... Oh, dude, why did I pick 3? I was confused. I thought Spider-Ham was green. Shoot. Yeah, I should have swapped 2. That's my mistake for sure. I should have swapped 2. Damn it. All right, so let's get rid of him and him and him. Okay. I mean, I'm just getting points for having 3 of a kind, basically. Right? All right, thanks, Ron. I was going to call you Ronan. Thanks, Ron. All right, cool. Well, we got a little idea on how to play it. We'll do a few hands. You pair? Okay. It's all it's just I don't know, whatever. I'm not like I said, I don't want to sit here and complain. Like if I don't like the mode, I don't like the mode. I don't need to whine about it. All right, let's claim. Hopefully it's still bugged. No, it looks like they just changed the minimums. Oh, there might be another little opening here, huh? Let's see. Dyslexic Asian, what is going on, man? How you doing? Is that 7-star? All right. That's a lot of Mysteria. How many of these are we getting? Oh, dude, we're gonna have a Titan? This feels very much the same. Did they change the minimums? Because again, dude, for one hand, I am never going to complain about this rewards for one stupid hand. Like, that would just be... I mean, some people are enjoying this. No one's making me play it, and you get great rewards for one hand. I think they must have changed the minimums. Because this feels exactly like what happened to me last time. But I went back and saw that I had not hit the minimums. Yeah, we did, Korg. We took him down. He was begging for mercy. We said no. Alright, and these things. That feels like a lot. Alright. Yeah, Sir Lancelot's got it covered. Maybe throw Namor in there. And Kitty Pryde if you've got her. Okay. Okay. This could be smoother. Yeah, they put the better rows at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just don't feel like there's much to justifiably complain about, you know? Like, I'm choosing to... Oh, look at that. We even get a little orb here. Like, yeah. And I know a lot of you are enjoying this. Like, I see it on my Discord and in various places. They did not lower the minimums? Okay. Maybe there was some other sort of bug then. Maybe it was... maybe it was like maybe it was a visual bug. Could have been. Oh, that Captain America is pretty cool. That might actually be enough to get me to change my profile picture. Remember we talked about this, that at some point I would change it. Dude, these rewards are outrageous. All of a sudden, I don't mind the poker mode so much. Isn't that funny how that works? We get 4 of these. Last week, the rewards were bugged too after playing. Oh, okay. So I'm getting 3 times rewards. All right. 10 bars of Carolina. Dude, that's really good, man. I truly thought that she was going to be kind of tougher, that kind of higher skill to get really good results with. So that's impressive, man. I feel like we're spending all our time just selecting rewards, which I'm not upset about when they're good rewards like this. Yeah, I think I like my current profile picture, and I'm sure it'll come back again at some point. But I think we finally found one that I like that Captain America one, dude. That was pretty cool. Where is he? That Doom one's cool too. Where did I get that? I really like that Domino one as well. And of course, the Kushala one's cool. Where is it? Where you at, man? Why are you hiding? Yeah. Let's go, cat. Who's sharing 5? Bastion, Jack, or Ironheart, and then Lumor, Yulaner. Yeah, those are really good champions, man. Truly, what Lancelot's saying is the answer. Is who do you enjoy playing the most? They're all great options. Like, for real, dude. Like, you're gonna know because your answer is gonna tell you like which modes you're enjoying and where you're enjoying them and stuff like that. They're truly all great options. I do think I'm not as big a fan of an attacking Elena as a lot of people are. So for me, like me personally, I wouldn't do that unless it was for Battlegrounds defense. But they're all fantastic, and will feel broken in a lot of ways. All right, let's play a little more poker. I think. Craven and Venom. All right. Thank you for all the new follows and stuff. I see that coming in. All right. Oh, okay. So we started the new round here. Let's go with the purples here, man. So we're gonna swap 3. Cat's popping off today. Yeah, we're having fun. And so, like, this agent, I don't know if you've heard that, like, I'm not gonna continue to stream on YouTube unless it's like an event day. And so, like, this is an example of one. Like, it's an event day, and on YouTube, I mean, while we were doing the Coliseum itself, there was I think 400 votes, and that's now down to 136. It looks like, which totally makes sense. I get it. And then, of course, Twitch viewership is solid for sure. It's just so much of the viewership has moved to Twitch as far as streams and stuff. So if it's an event, I'll still stream it on YouTube for sure. But at some point, I do need to do what's right for my channel, even though I really dislike it. Like, I dislike it a lot. But I can't hurt the channel. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, got to read the room sometimes. Yeah, dude, the YouTube, like, that's the thing is I used to stream on YouTube. Like, I, created the channel on that. Folks like Nick, I think were so reliable. So that's why I think it's working out so well for them. When I was quite a bit more sporadic with my YouTube streaming. So yeah, it is what it is. All right. No. Okay. I do think there's something to that to be said too, Cyber, is that Twitch is more set up for streaming. So I agree with what you're saying. And then even that starts to get kind of weird, right? Like, we'll start doing things on the Twitch side because the platform makes it possible. And then it's like, okay, YouTube people, you just can't participate in this. Which kind of feels a little strange. Oh, it was good for Korg. My favorites were the mutants with the passive stun because it helps you get the threats of the fight done, being the node that you need to switch off, and then Korg's rock stacks. But people are also having really good success with Namor, Dazzler, champions who can handle the damage back mechanics. Swap 2. Why is there no swap 2? Oh, there it is right there. Right in front of me. Oh, yeah, and Soul Hunter's having really good success with Carolina. There's been some ones like that. People are playing super, super well and getting some fights done. Oh, that's a really... What rank is your Sinister, dude? He was like one of the first ones I tried. I felt like he was going to be a little slow, but yeah, but a good option if you didn't have the other champions at a higher rank. Can you please stop making this like a real fight? R4, he's a little slow but easy. Nice, dude. Plus you range a lot. Dude, that's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Out of curiosity, when you guys are saying how many bars you got, are you talking about the amount of bars you got like credit for, or the amount of like health bars you did? We have 3 Green Goblin pieces now? I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, from the EQ from this, and I can't remember where the first one was from. All right, we'll swap 2. Yeah, swap 2. Oh, hell yeah, Hayden. Did you have a good time? Sacramento's really pretty, dude. Challenge Tower? Oh, yeah, it was, yeah, that's right. It was the Saga War thing. Yeah, that sounds right, Sir Lancelot. Yeah. I did. We went down to Carmel for Friday. That was my favorite. Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome, dude. Very, very cool. Hope you enjoyed Northern California. It's really pretty. Lot of nature. Especially compared to like Southern California. Although Southern California's got like the deserts and stuff. Just really different. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I gotta... Huh. None of these seem great. Especially as I'm about to get rid of the Science Champions. All right. Well, so we got basically nothing. All right. Basic rotation for Luke. You're gonna. I would say land your heavy to begin with. Right? Isn't Luke? Does Luke get the debilitate? Hold on. Sometimes I confuse Luke and another champion. I believe Luke gets the debilitate from his heavy, and so you're gonna want to utilize that, and then you're gonna land your lights. Not make this more annoying. Hold on, let me pull up Luke's kit. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I just don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Again, I just wanted to make sure I was correct here. So Luke is going to get the big benefit from having unique debuffs and any debuffs, right? Those huge attack increases. So in my opinion, land the heavy early because that's going to give you the debilitate, which is going to make those debuffs last long. I swear I'm clicking on the button. So the increase the duration of newly infected debuff. So get that up early. Try your best to keep that up when it works. You're just going to land your light attacks as best you can. I would then go into your special 2, throw that, and then come rinse, repeat if you have the concussions up, and throw your SP1. That would then give you the ability to throw the specials, which will pause, give you the pauses as well too, while stacking as many debuffs as you possibly can. The reason why you're hearing a little bit of hesitation or like uncertainty is because Luke is one of my rank 5s. So I've never really been able to like push how far I might be able to take him. But that basic rotation has served me extremely well across the battle round. Pontus, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. We're having a good time. Yeah, you got it, Xander. All right, let's do maybe one more hand, and then I gotta finish videos and finish up work before I head out. Oh, we got a lot of yeah, we'll swap 2. All right. I got points towards one of the titles. Okay. I guess that's not bad. Can't be upset about that. Again, I don't enjoy the mode, but getting those rewards for doing a single hand feels really, really good. I will take that. And you ain't gonna hear me complain about it. All right. We're doing the swap. All right. That feels good. And we'll swap out these 2. Gotta head out. Have a great one. Have a great one, Sir Lancelot. Thank you very much for the kind words, man. I'll still check in on like my Discord and stuff for sure. And like I said, I'll try to throw up at least a few. I'm not gonna try to throw up. I'm gonna try to put up a few photos on Instagram, and then of course there'll be videos the whole time. Oh wow, we're working with something good here. Shoot. Now, what do I pick here? Because I really just want to get rid of Cosmic Spidey. So would I just pick the gain 2? Because I don't want to swap 2, and that's the lowest amount of swaps. Get rid of the red one. So it's just from the gain 2, though? Wow, Soul Hunter, you got 21. That's really awesome, dude. Gain 2. Okay, thanks. Did I just say across the battle so sound like in a play for them? Oh, yeah, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys something. I've been head of monetization the last 3 years for Kabam. Wouldn't that be the turn? That would be the like, it'd be like the Kaiser Soze moment. Wait, what? Not Super Scroll. What did I do? I did something wrong because I was making my dumb joke. The joke was worth it. The joke was worth it. Oh, dude, Pontus, that's really kind of you, man. Yeah, thank you. It's hard, dude, because I see you streaming a lot. And, I mean, I know, like, Nick does it somehow. But I've always found, like, a strong tension between... I love streaming. But I've always found a strong tension between, like, how much I'm streaming and the ability to actually get out videos. Like, it's just... And, like, I would imagine... I mean, I don't know. I'm not looking to pry. I'll just talk about myself. You know, I do have a full-time job and a family. I have 2 kids and a wife. And so the time is not something I have. I have enough to do what I do. But, yeah, it's tough, man. It's really, really tough. But, yeah, thank you. That was very kind to you. Oh, dude, I was making my dumb joke. I wasn't paying attention. Whatever. It is what it is. Who did I use for Korg? I used Storm X. She was my favorite. And She's also the champion I haven't ranked 4. So, and I wanted to use her. I was having a lot of fun with that, so that probably had a lot to do with it. Let me see if I'm anywhere close to like another item or something for the rewards. Shoot. Yeah, so we're not close to another crystal. I might come back and, you know, on a plane or something decide to do this. But like I said, I don't really love the mode. We got some nice rewards, so let's do that. We'll just do this quick opening, and then I think we'll raid someone so people can get continue to get drops with Indian stuff. It's the auto mod held that. It was obviously a joke. For some reason I have trouble joining the Discord. It doesn't verify my phone number, but it works with my email. But I need to both to join. Dude, I'm sorry, I have no idea. But seeing the 6-month subscriber thing is so cool. Thank you so much for all that subscribing, Dyslexic Asian. I'm sorry, dude. I wish I knew. Discord is I don't even run. I mean, I run mine in that like I make decisions, but I have a massive team of moderators. They know that whatever they think needs to happen, they can do, and then someone else set up all the channels, everything for me. I'm really, really lucky in that way. So the negative is I have almost no idea how to run a Discord. Like as far as like creating things and all that, I'm really sorry. And you know, this goes way back in the stream where we was talking about why a lot of the MCoC streamers started doing subscriber only streams, as far as like being able to type in them. Is like, you know, there was a period of time where people thought it was fun to like just everyone joins a Discord and act like a bunch of insane people. So we started setting up like safety measures so that way people at least had like some skin in the game, you know, like if they acted like an a-hole and they got banned, at least like they were truly banned. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't know. I would love to have people in there. Like, I don't know. I truly don't know, Dyslexic Asian. I truly don't know. I genuinely have no clue. Because I would say I'd love to have you there. I actually I like hanging out there. Cyber. Like let's say DCKO takes off, and let's say MCoC stays really good. Like as far as like my channels and stuff. And my channels are doing well, then I will 100% look to hire an editor. 100%. Because it would be about like getting more out there. My channel right now, while it brings in for me like really great money, like it's really nice. Like it's really enjoyable. It would not make sense to hire an editor, I think, unless I was just doing this purely for fun. Like if it was just I think I would probably be paying the editor a large chunk of it. That's my basic thoughts on it. I don't know, obviously, as someone who's never really looked into that. Sentry, that is an incredible pool. Congratulations. Yeah, Stink, Dante's outrageous. The thing is with Dyslexic Asian, my thinking is it's probably not possible to let a single person circumvent the rules. Not from like a morality standpoint or like that's not fair. More of like I don't think that Discord has that feature. Would be my thinking on it. But I can ask Dante. I can ask him. Yeah. All right. Let's do this opening and then we'll raid folks. What do we have in fact here? Oh, shoot. I counted very poorly. I thought we were going to have another Titan. How bad at counting am I? Apparently very bad. Do we not even have another opening? Didn't I just claim a ton of stuff? You guys were there, right? Did it not happen? Did I completely make this up? Didn't we get to like 3 of these? What am I on? Oh, it's just a visual glitch. Okay, well, it is what it is. There's still really nice rewards for one-handed poker. Is a physical override node working as intended? It doesn't deactivate until the heavy lands, so you're forced to. Yeah, so Kalu, here, I'll do one more round to kind of show you the workaround for that. I would think the node is working as intended. This is a big reason why I like the it's a big reason why I like the champions when the passive stun. Where is it here? So the passive stun is going to allow you to get that opening. So watch here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the passive stun. We're gonna land our light attacks to get the rock stats in. It will eventually happen. We're almost there. I promise. It's going to be glorious when we do. So now that it's down, we'll land our heavy, and we take no damage, because the rock stacks weren't there. It's just one more, it's like kind of just one more layer to the fight. And I'll land my heavy again. Alright, throw it. So you're safe to land your heavy once the rock stacks are down. There's like, they're like almost like, I'm not sure what the right word would be, but there's like multiple threats to the fight. So you got to kind of handle steps A and B in that way. Hopefully that was helpful. Does Voodoo need the awakening? My memory is not, but honestly, while I think he's a fine champion, he's not one that I would look to use an awakening gen on. So if you're considering that, I would hold off. Nice job, buddy. You're doing great today, Korg. Damn, I timed that poorly. And his rock stacks came back. What a Korg he is. All right, big man, come on. Nice and Korg. It just turned into a nice little run. Might as well keep it going. He seems scared of Storm. Like he backs away a lot. I'd be scared of her too. I don't blame you. Oh, no. He didn't like me calling him scared. right. Regular wording. Oh, yeah. You can't, sorry. Regular wording does not apply in this game. I am very terribly sorry to be the one to let you know that. Because trust me, I spent um, years being like, but that's not really what it says. And it's just one of the fun quirks of our game. Y'all, I can understand if you're really frustrated. Maybe my jokes feel annoying. That's not my intention. It's just, it's the game that we're choosing to play. All right, y'all. This was awesome. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much, Dookie, for the sub. Thank you, everyone came by, asked questions. Yeah, when there's events, we'll still keep streaming on YouTube. Otherwise, please do consider giving me a follow on Twitch. It is a lot of fun over there. I hope we don't miss out on people. I really can't stand this at the same time. It feels like the right move for my channel. So I hope you guys understand. Let's go ahead and raid someone on Twitch. I always like raiding Lord Shadow, man. The guy's a good time, man. He's having some fun out there, and I think that's important. So please go tell him I said hello. I need to get back to work, finish up these things so I can get out on that vacation, and then have videos uploaded that I hope you all guys enjoy. I'll still be back checking the comments and those sorts of things. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'll be back in a few weeks. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was an absolute blast. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.